joining us a busy Thursday morning for all that snow out there. We have Marlene Sartini on, and Marlene is filling in, well, really, because we had two other gals that were supposed to come in, right, Marlene?
That's right.
And the snow, they couldn't get past Menor. It was so bad out there this morning with that snow coming down. I cannot believe how much snow has fallen in a very short period of time.
I got here.
And took you an hour, though.
It did from Ashtabula.
Yeah, a whole hour. That's amazing. Marlene, we're going to talk today about the Heart Walk that is coming up in May.
Sure.
I'll turn it over to you, and you can maybe explain what this situation is.
Well, the American Heart Association is sponsoring, of course, the Heart Walk in Ashtabula County, and on May 2nd, at 8 o'clock in the morning, which is the kickoff at Kent State University in Ashtabula, we will all be walking to raise funds for the American Heart Association and also to raise awareness about the signs and symptoms of heart disease and all of the ways that people can become more alert, more informed about the signs and symptoms of heart disease, which is prevalent throughout our country and unfortunately is causing premature deaths in young adults, and an ever-increasing amount of information shows that women are becoming much more susceptible.
I just read an article about that the number one killer of women is really heart disease.
It is, and so the more we can make the public aware of what's going on, the better it's going to be for all of our families. I know in Tom's and my case, if we had been more aware of the signs and symptoms, we probably, I can't say that this would happen, but I'd like to think that maybe we could have been more alert to our son's signs and symptoms, because he unfortunately passed away at the age of 43 in 2005 at his desk right before his next client was coming in. He was an attorney in Ashtabula.
Wow.
Yeah, so needless to say, that changed forever, the whole dynamic of our family, and it was really a tough time for our family.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. Now, is this a fundraiser, Marlene?
Oh yes, oh yes. In order to do the work that the American Heart Association does, it's important to have funding. For every piece of public information, every piece of literature, every initiative that they have, everything costs money.
Mm-hmm.
So they're very happy to have everyone come out and walk and show enthusiasm for the cause, and they're very excited about the fact that Ashtabula County is incredibly generous. So that's...
How long is the walk? How far?
Well, it's not something that it's something that anyone of any ability could certainly do. There's a walk that can be at any distance. Usually, I would say it's probably about a mile.
Okay.
At any pace you choose.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, then there are the enthusiastic runners who'll be there. They'll be running. I'm not sure whether they're going to have a 5K
and the power walkers,
or a 2K, and then there's the power walkers, and there's every other degree of walking that goes on. So, and also this walk is pet friendly, so everyone is encouraged to bring their pets that can be in a walk. So. Yeah, it's a real family event, and
this is at Kent.
It's at Kent State.
Okay.
Yes.
Like
yes,
Penny mentioned before we went on the air, it has been at the Spire, right?
Yeah, they're just changing the venue, kind of. Sometimes it's good to mix it up a little bit.
Absolutely.
I think it'd be beautiful to walk down there at Kent State.
I agree.
On a May morning. When you were up at the Spire, you always had to go through the residential area there, because I've done the walk. You have to walk through, and it's very social. Everyone is talking. It's a very nice.
Yeah.
You do it at your pace, your leisure, whatever. You bring your friends, and it's a great chit-chatting.
It is. It's exactly what it is. It's kind of a meet and greet.
Yeah, it really
People
is.
Stop along the way. They see an old friend. They stop. They walk with them for a while, and it's just It's kind of
it's wonderful.
Fun.
Yeah,
it's really
it is.
fun.
And I think walking down by Kent State would be wonderful. I mean, I think that would be just a lovely walk in the morning. So,
Yeah. And we have the help of the local law enforcement. Of course, they block everything off, and it's really safe. And so, yeah, it's a good morning.
And they provide snacks in the morning or when you come back.
They do.
Yes.
Food is important.
Yes, food is important. You
Heart
need
healthy.
that. Yes, you need that fuel to make that walk.
Right.
So yeah, heart healthy snacks are there for you. So you can come in and get your juice and your power bar and fruit and all the good things that they have to offer you.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good event. It's and it's growing every year.
What we're going to do here at the AM Live Show, we're going to try to raise money for this particular event, and we have some good prizes that we're going to give away for anyone that donates $25 or more. You'll be entered into a contest, and here are the prizes that we're going to give away. $100 Amazon gift card, 2 Cavalier floor tickets to a game on March 20th versus the Oklahoma City Thunder, which I think we beat last night. 4 lower level tickets to an Indians game in April, and another 4 lower level tickets to an Indians game in May. With the Indians starting up now, started their season yesterday in scrimmage games anyway. Give you a chance to get some tickets for some games here in Cleveland. So if you can donate $25, it certainly would be appreciated to a very, very worthy cause. And again, the Heart Walk is coming up on, I'm sorry, May 2nd, right?
May 2nd, Saturday.
It's a Saturday, so trying to raise this money. And then does the money go to the Heart Foundation, or the Heart Fund?
Yeah, it goes to the American Heart Association.
Okay.
And I think it's really important for people to know just exactly where their donations will be used. And the money that's donated, it, of course, goes for the literature and for the educational pieces. But also, Ashtabula County benefits from all of these donations in a very special way, and that is that all of the research that's being done in Cleveland and throughout the country, funded by the American Heart Association, the benefit of that research, everything that we now know and continue to learn about heart disease, comes back to our county and is applied in our emergency rooms. Ashtabula County is, in our emergency rooms, we are able to stabilize patients, to get them to the point where they can be transferred to the major healthcare centers, which we're so lucky to have in Cleveland.
Yes.
And in the number of years that I've been a nurse, I've seen such amazing progress in the ability to take a patient who is having a heart attack, stabilizing them, keeping them alive, and getting them to a center where they can have the procedures that are necessary to keep them going for the rest of their lives. And it's because of the funding through the American Heart Association and through other organizations that research is going on today. So the contribution to the American Heart Association is a contribution to our continued good health, and also to the knowledge of the practitioners in our county, our nurses, our physicians, our ambulance workers, anyone who's called in the middle of an emergency. So, you know, I think it's really vital, and also this research has given us the ability to learn the early signs and symptoms of heart disease and stroke. Now, do you know what they are?
No.
Do you know what they are? Perfect. Okay. So if you are experiencing what you think might be a heart attack, it might be good for you to know what the symptoms would be, aside from chest pain. It could be chest pain, usually is to some degree. There could be some jaw pain. You could be short of breath. You could have a sense of being nauseated or lightheaded. In women, the symptoms are different. They can be different, and there may be some, you know, unusual type of pain within the abdominal area. These are all things that we learned through the research through all of these years, and they're tried and true. If these symptoms are in play, you call 911. And then with regard to stroke, We all now are very aware of the signs and symptoms. FAST, F-A-S-T. If you can remember that, then you probably will be in good shape. So face would be looking at the face and seeing if it's out of line.
Okay.
And then when you, A would be arms. And if someone can't lift their arms, can't use their arms, S would be slurred speech. T would be have them open their mouth, and if their tongue is going to one side or the other. This is when you call 911. So
I've heard those, but it's been a while. You
Yeah.
know, you can't be told that enough, because you hear
can't.
it and then you just kind of file it away.
Right.
yeah, just
right.
remember it's not indigestion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it is indigestion, lucky you.
Yeah, really, really.
So,
Yeah. Well, I know when my mother had her heart attack, and of course they say women's symptoms sometimes are different. My dad had a heavy feeling like somebody was stepping on his chest. My mom had what she thought was a kink in her shoulder. And she had been doing something, and she just thought she had a kink in her shoulder.
Yeah.
And she sat down to get something to drink to kind of work it
it out.
out. And as she drank, she started to sweat.
Yes.
And then she called. Well, when they came and said, "You're having a heart attack," she said, "No, I just have a kink in my shoulder." And my father called,
Sure.
right. My father said, "This isn't right." And she goes, "I'm fine." Well, when they came, she said, "I just have a kink in my shoulder. Just let me work it out."
Yeah.
And they said, "No, you're having a heart attack." So, symptoms that aren't normal for you.
Right, exactly.
We had a medical person on maybe last week, and she was talking about this, since this is Heart Month, February. She mentioned that women have a tendency, because they're women, that they don't really report it, because they figure everything will be fine, and they go about their duties and don't sit down and rest when they should be doing that. It's just that's women are made that way.
Yeah.
They have kids to take care of, they have family to take care of, and a lot of times that's not good, because you're waiting too long to get treatment.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that women do tend to brush off things that might be of some concern. It's just in the way we are. Your mom's a perfect example of
Yeah,
that.
it was a perfect example of, that stubbornness that women have.
Marlene, you've lost two sons, right?
Yes,
And
unfortunately.
you have another fundraiser too, right? That helps with this.
Yes, we do. Tied in with the American Heart Association Heart Walk, we have a team of walkers, and the name of our team, or the name of our walk, is called Jaywalking, and it's named after, in memory of our son Jay, who passed away in 2009. And so all our Jaywalkers come out for the walk. They all wear orange, because that was Jay's favorite color, and it's just a wonderful day for all of us to reconnect and think about Jay, and think about what a wonderful guy he was, and what an impact he had on all our lives.
Sure,
So,
sure.
yeah, jaywalking.
And that's one of the nice things about this walk, is you can get friends together. You can do it in memory of a loved one. You can do it just because you want to be proactive for heart disease. Maybe there's heart disease in your family, and that's important to you. And as Marlene said, she has a team. They all wear orange t-shirts. When you go to the walk, you'll see turquoise t-shirts.
Yes.
You'll see yellow t-shirts. You'll see all different groups of people that come together and raise money. If I'm listening to this, Marlene, and I want to become a part of this walk, I want to raise money, I want to put a team together, how do I get the order for, the forms? How do I get the information to know how to do it?
Well, there's a website.
Okay.
The American Heart Association website. The office in Cleveland would be the perfect place to go. I think you would just type in American Heart Association Cleveland,
Okay.
and it will lead you to website, other information, and of course you can also call the American Heart Association in Cleveland.
And tell them.
Talk to them as well.
And once you do it, they will contact you each year and let you know that it's coming along. Because
Yeah.
I get contacted. I have to say it's been, I think, 2 years since I participated, just because the date didn't work for me with other things going on. But they still contact me every year and let me know that the Heart Walk is coming up. And
Yeah, they changed it to Saturday because they're thinking maybe a Saturday event would work a lot better for people who have
What was it before?
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
So we're going to see where that goes.
No, I might have missed this, Marlene, but do the participants pay to walk, or do they get their people to pledge?
It's a pledging.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
gotcha,
pledging,
I
and
gotcha.
you gather your pledges, and that's how it's done.
Yeah, and there's different levels, are there not?
Oh, sure.
You pledge it, you know, when you collect, I think, and you'll find that on the website and the information that you get from them. But you get different things. Like they give you a little goodie bags and things like that. But it's all at levels of how much you bring in.
Right. Well, on the day of the event, you can be assured that there are plenty of informational handouts.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, good information.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's one of those opportunities for community to come together for a good cause. And don't you think it's a positive
Yes,
day?
it is.
I mean, you come away from
Very
that
upbeat.
feeling,
Yes.
wow, you know, you just feel like I've done something not only good for myself,
Yes.
but good for, you know, the community and my neighbors.
It is.
So,
And don't forget, we are trying to raise money for this particular event. And if you just want to donate $1, that every dollar counts.
you bet.
You know, but if you give $25 or more, we will have these prizes for you. Again, we'll go over them real quick one time before we go to a break. $100 Amazon gift card, 2 Cavalier floor tickets to the game on March 20th versus the Oklahoma City Thunder, 4 lower level tickets to an Indians game in April, and also 4 lower level tickets to an Indians game in May. So I'm glad to see baseball's back, because I was kind of getting disappointed with basketball and football. But so if you want to donate, you can do it now. You can pledge right now. Call in and give a pledge, and we'll keep track of all this. And our number here is 593-7181, or you can email me at patwilliams@cablesuite541.com, and we'll take your pledges.
Do you know what the route is? Do you know yet?
I'm not sure they've completely finalized it, but I know that they're walking past my house.
All right. Restroom. No.
It's yeah, right, water break.
Yeah.
But it is the harbor,
Mm-hmm.
and it probably is kind of going down the main street and then up through the harbor and along the lake.
Oh, okay.
If
That would be
my information is
wonderful.
correct, I think that's going to be the final decision that's made. Which would be
See, I
pretty.
didn't realize it was an outdoor walk. I was thinking
Is
it
it-
was inside.
Well, when it was at the Spire, you had
It
the
could be
option
inside.
of walking inside, and they may in the gym
Oh,
give
yeah.
the option of walking around the school.
They
Maybe not the
definitely
gym.
will.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's rain or shine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, it's,
So
that's
you
good to
may be
know.
walking through Kent State, you know, instead of outside, but
Yeah.
yeah.
let's hope it's outside.
Yeah, it's nice when it's outside.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
good.
it'll be nice and sunny then.
I hope so.
There
Oh,
won't
I
be
hope
any
so.
snow.
And
Yeah.
the snow maybe will be melted
I
by
hope
then.
so. It better be. Lord.
By May 2nd?
Yeah, I
Please.
hope. I hope.
Oh.
Now, Marlene, your husband is Tom.
Yeah.
Was county prosecutor for many years,
17, yeah.
and
5
he
terms.
retired. How's he doing?
His heart is fine.
Good. Good.
He's enjoying it very, very much.
Is he?
Oh yeah, he's looked forward to it, and he's enjoying it, and he's into projects.
Yeah.
We've been traveling.
They always say you're more busy when you retire than you are when you're working.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not necessarily that. It's just that the pace that you get is such a luxury, because you can do things at a pace that you never could do
Yeah.
when you were working, because
Yeah.
when you were working you had to cram everything into between 4 and 6 while
Yeah.
you were, you know,
Mhm,
getting the job
For
done.
Saturday and Sunday.
And all of
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Now we're really enjoying our Saturdays and Sundays, although every day is Saturday.
That's what I have friends, real good friends that retired, and he's a lawyer. Your husband would know him, but Bob Naylor and
Oh my gosh,
you know,
yes.
Chrissy, and Chris goes, you know what? I don't know Monday from Saturday. He goes, it's just like one day she was supposed to be on because she co-hosts with us here, and she goes, I almost forgot because I thought today was another day, you know.
Yeah. It's always good to check either your phone or calendar every day just to make sure that
You know what
you're in the moment at least.
That happens even when I go on vacation. I lose track of days, you know, so I can imagine when it's forever, you know, it's like, you know.
Yeah, but it's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to
Yeah.
that.
And how many months has he been retired now?
3.
3
Okay.
months, probably about
After
3.
6, you'll be okay.
Good to go. Yeah, I'll tell him you said that.
Yeah, no, I said the honeymoon only lasts for 6 months, and then it's like, really? Do you have to do that?
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know.
Okay.
Marlene, now, how long have you been involved with this particular project?
Actually, for the 5 years since Jay passed away.
Really?
Yeah, even in the first year, I think. He died in June, and I think the walk was in the summer, and we were, you know, we were grieving and kind of numb, but we felt like we had to get up and start moving and start doing something.
Right.
So we did, and we walk with Jay's wife Laura Jane and with Ava, his little girl, who was 3 at the time and who's 8 now.
Wow.
And so, yeah, it's a family event, and our other kids will come. And I think this year Tom's sister and her husband are coming from Connecticut to walk with us. So,
Really?
yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah, it'll be good.
Good.
It'll be all
Good.
all good.
Well, we want to wish you luck, and I know we have some other scheduled appearances. Maybe the next time the weather will be better for Lindsay to get here.
Sure.
I've got these emails, and boy, she really was looking forward to coming on.
Oh,
So the
yeah.
weather had to be terrible.
It did. And I think maybe Rick and Dixie Sella, the chairs of this year's
Yeah.
Hot Walk, will be coming on
Good.
at some point as well.
Excellent,
Okay.
excellent. We have a schedule for like the next 3 months or something.
Good.
So every
That's
month
great.
we'll be doing this.
Thank you.
And I'll keep continuing to promote trying to raise money, and we'll keep you informed on how much we're getting in.
Great.
Okay.
We would really appreciate that. Thanks.
I want to wish you luck.
Thanks a lot,
Yeah.
Pat.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Marlene.
Be careful going home.
Oh, don't
Yeah,
worry.
definitely.
I'll take my time.
Good.